We met Sheryl back in the late 90s, whenever her family moved to town. I was amazed at how much business Sheryl had in Tulsa and what she was able to accomplish being new in a city where she didn't really know that many people yet. And pretty much in that first year, she became one of the top producers and became a mentor in real estate even back then.
2003, Lee and I decided to start a team together, and we figured there'd be 7 or 8 agents. At that time, there weren't teams that were large. Lee kept saying, we need to start our own company.
I didn't interact with Lee quite so much, but what I do remember was how messy he was. His desk was just loaded with papers and files. It spilled down beside his desk onto the floor, and then sometimes would spill off that into the walkway. And I just remember thinking, as a young agent who could carry all my files in my hand, he must be a really big deal.
I got to know Lee Cohen, and he asked me to join this team they were starting that turned into Chinowth Cohen.
Probably about 18 of us that was there at that first office. That's including maybe 1 or 2 staff members that were there. And that's when they broke the news to us that we're starting a new real estate company in Tulsa, and name's going to be Chinowth Cohen, and here's our logo, and here's our company colors. And so we were all shocked. It didn't take long for us to be like, heck yeah, let's do it.
Ended up with 20, 21 agents and a few staff. Then we opened in August of 2004.
I remember going to appointments and introducing myself, and I'd say, it's Tina Butler, and with Chinowth Cohen Realtors, and people just get this look on their face like, who and what?
In the very beginning, I believe we were on a Jenks home tour, and the company was on the back of the Jenks magazine. And I overheard people saying, who are these Chinowths? Is this a new singing group? And now I think everyone knows who Chinowth Cohen is.
It didn't take long for Chinowth to become a powerhouse in the Tulsa market, and didn't have to really explain ourselves anymore.
We had 25 agents jump on board the first week. The 40th agent signed on the 40th day.
I remember showing one of her listings with her new sign in the yard for Chinowth Cohen, and I called her up and I said, congratulations, I love your new signs, they're so classy. And before too long, she called us and said, we'd like to meet with you about joining Chinowth Cohen.
It was great. I mean, there was always somebody to talk to, always somebody to help get you motivated, answer a question. Sheryl went on a lot of listing appointments with me, helped mentor me, and helped me feel very confident, and made me the realtor I am today.
So when we started the company, I was basically accounting. I was doing everything. We had it all on Excel spreadsheets. We didn't have software.
And we had Taylor. Taylor actually started working with Chinowth Cohen when he was 14 years old. And many of you will remember he was delivering your flyers most of the time.
Putting out signs, and back when pre-dot loop, I was putting together the listing and buyer packs in the office.
Right.
That was prior to the child labor laws with the...
TheBomb.com, we got it going on. Phil!
I remember the day that I walked in the door and I saw Sheryl and Lee. It was at 91st and Memorial. The office was super busy. People were coming and going. I knew this is where I wanted to work. It was just full of energy and life, and it was exciting.
I remember driving by there. I kept seeing it. It looked so nice from outside. It looked like a law office. And I thought, I want to go inside of there. So I made an appointment. I went in and I met Sheryl. I felt so comfortable. I felt so at home. At that very point, she was like, hey, you're a part of us. You are who we are. You are what we're doing. And when I left there, I don't even remember if I had signed paperwork or anything, but I went back telling everybody I was going to work with Chinowth Cohen.
Back then, what I remember is we had one accounting person, one marketing director, and we had me, and we had maybe an admin or so. It was very, very small.
Midnight calls have got to stop.
Don't call us, it's our day off.
Black and gold signs don't get old.
Black and gold signs just get sold.
Sound off.
Prospects.
Sound off.
Listings.
And then Leland, you were in medical school, and then a year later, 2005, you got your license and came on board with us, and he went into sales and became one of our top producing agents pretty quickly. And I called him in my office. I said, you're not going to make near as much money, but you're going to have a title. And he was like...
My first answer was no thanks.
Right. But then we put you back as the manager in the Owasso office, about 2 to 3 years.
First broker job, yeah. I was in the Owasso office for about 5 years, and I think we, much thanks to the Owasso team that they were bringing on their friends, and I think we went from about 25 to about 75 realtors in about 3 to 4 years there. So that was a really fun time of growth there, and getting synergy going and trying to take over that Owasso market from some of our competitors. So
I know when Owasso first started, well, it was just a handful of people that lived there anyway.
Yeah.
And we officed out of my house.
20 years ago, Owasso was a much smaller town. It hadn't really developed yet. It was just on the brink of it. And the Tulsa agents, remember, they used to kind of tease us about being in Owasso, like it was...
Oh, where's Owasso?
Way out in the boonies.
We started growing one office at a time, and I got to be a part of that, and just thrilling to have all these new offices opening.
We're lucky that we have a nice, beautiful office about every place now.
I came in full-time in 2010, but prior to that, anytime I was home from school for summer break, spring break, anything like that, I was working in the accounting department. And
I said, you know what, Taylor, you can't come to work for us out of college. And he said, well, why not? And I said, I'll be the worst boss you ever had, because I'll be the only boss you ever had.
One day I got a call from Lee Cohen that we're going to be hiring a new accounting director, and asked if I could just step in and help out in the accounting department for a few weeks as he's interviewing and vetting candidates. And based on that few weeks I was helping out, I ended up being your accounting director for about 3 years.
I don't know, it was fun. It was busy and fun because every day was a new day. It was growing constantly and changing. We were hiring new people on a daily basis, just coming on to the company. Just growing. I can't even really remember it all, to be honest with you, how we even did it all.
After our first year in business, we were getting calls from national groups like Real Trends and Riz Media, and asking us, what are you doing? You're pinging the radars across the nation. And we even flew and met with some of them, and some of them came into Tulsa to see how we were set up and what we were doing. And it always came down to the culture of giving. It's culture in action. Your agents literally have hearts of giving. You want to give to them, and they want to give to the community, and you want to give the community, and you want to support people, and you want to help. And we feel like God has blessed us and has given us all a hearts of wanting to give back and do the best that we can for you all. And probably why we have more staff than any other real estate company out there, if we want to make sure that we are supplying you with as much support as we possibly can.
The main reason we wanted to join Chinowth Cohen is because Sheryl, like us, had been an agent in the trenches doing the work, and she said she wanted to form a company where the agents could just do what they do best, which is meeting with people and selling houses and helping people obtain their dream. And the rest of the things the company would take care of, like the marketing.
Yeah, the marketing department, the education they provided, and then no matter what kind of client it was, most of them have been very, very positive, but if we needed help, all we had to do was call.
Yeah, thinking back when I started in 05, there was no other company that had any marketing department or really any support staff. It was the old, here's your phone, here's your desk. And I do think that like you said, a lot of like-minded, like-spirited, servant-hearted people came to us, and they also wanted to serve their sellers. A lot of them were like, I've got a better chance of selling my listings here. I've got a better chance of getting visibility out there, and I can spread that, help my sellers, and then it's a good place for my friends that I want to bring them on to work here too.
No, okay, cut him like a regular scissors. No, that's not going to cut. That would pull it a little harder. Stop it.
That's how we've opened up Sand Springs office. I think 14 agents met us and said for dinner and said that we're your new Sand Springs office, and we all think the same way. We like the way you guys market, the way you guys are involved with your realtors in the community. That's also a very similar reason that we started Oklahoma City. We had a lot of our realtors spending time selling from our Tulsa market in Oklahoma City. They were looking for a place to stop, a place to work in that area, and that's when we started looking. And a very difficult time to start in a new market. We opened the day after Labor Day in 2020, just 5-6 months really into the swing of COVID. Now we have 2 offices in the Oklahoma City market. We're expanding quickly, and we're really excited to see where we take things there. So we've really been led by you as our realtors on what we do next, and where would you guys want us to be, and where do you have relationships? It's all been relationships since the beginning of all that. That's hard to explain to a national company, Right. But that's really what it is.
Let me personalize it a little bit over 3.5 years ago. We have our 32-year-old daughter, Kendra, died suddenly. And 3 of the first people that was there for our family was Lee and Leland and Sheryl. And during this 20-year anniversary, on a personal note, it has been a great journey. It has been a great journey to walk through with the Chinowth Cohen family. It has been an incredible testament of the integrity, the fortitude, and the compassion that our leaders here at the company have really demonstrated.
I mean, we don't have a family in Tulsa. It was just us as family, the 4 of us, for a long time until the boys got married. And so all of you really are our family. And we loved how much you helped us grow as a family, and we loved how much we were able to watch you all succeed in your careers and put your children through college and watch all of your families develop over the years. And it's been the most enjoyable part of my life, is being able to share it with all of you and share your lives with us.
It's encouraging and inspiring to watch how the owners put in so many hours. They worked very, very hard. They still work very, very hard. But the energy and the excitement and the passion, I got to learn a lot of that from Sheryl and Lee through the years myself. And just, you just kind of wonder, where are we going to go from here? Because we've gotten so far.
We had no idea to what extent the company would grow, that it would be the largest independent real estate company in the state.
Yeah, we have over 700, I think. Yeah. So going from 10 to 700.
It's a fun place to be. It's a great place to work, and I always say that I care about the leadership because I feel like they care about us.
Reflecting back on the 20 years, it's been fun to kind of sit and think about the progress and the things that have happened, the different offices that we were at, the different friendships that we've made. It's been phenomenal to see the hard work and the dedication that they put in, Lee and Sheryl put in, to build the company to what it is today.
I think that the future is going to be better than what we've had for the last 20 years because we keep growing, get great people that we appreciate, Sheryl, Lee, Leland, and Taylor, because they're most helpful, and I've seen them help so many people in the company.
Congratulations on 20 years. I'm so honored to have been a part of the beginning of this company and being able to witness this incredible growth. Personally, I want to thank you for all your knowledge, your wisdom, and your friendship through the years. So appreciated. Love you.